Hello and welcome back to Regiments. We are here with Phase 4 of Task Force McMains. In the last one, we held off just barely the attack on Phase Line Denver, and now we're moving up to Objective Omaha, the final part of the battle. Now, what's going to be the challenge here is there are only 135 victory points to grab in Objective Omaha, and we need 100 of those to get 1 star. Normally I'm aiming for 3 stars, but in this operation, this one is so hard, and I'm playing on hard difficulty, that my goal here is just to get the 1 star. Well, that's the only goal I have left. So with the limited operational authority I had and the huge losses I've taken over the past 3 battles, I was just able to reinforce my armor and infantry platoons, just get a couple of Bradleys back so that I've got some to deal with here, get this platoon back a little bit, and then took 200 points of supply because we were dangerously low, started to get like 40 points of supply. Had to get that back up so that we have some units to work with. Going for events, no supply platoons and no external supplies. So this one's going to be a challenge here from a supply perspective. All right, so this is an interesting map. We've got 2 entrance points on top for them, 2 entrance points on bottom for us. We have these 3 objectives here that are worth 10 points per phase. And then the 3 that we need to capture right in the middle around what looks like a church here, worth 25 per phase that we hold it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to concentrate my forces around Delta and try to make one big push, concentrating my fire. And I'm also throwing an infantry platoon each on Charlie and Bravo just to make sure we don't lose those to counterattacks. Also, my supply that I just built back up is depleted down to 0. Had to resupply the units I brought in. And all those you can see with this unit here already starting off at 33% ammo. So that's going to be a challenge throughout the battle. But if we look at it, these units are pretty experienced, so I'm hoping that's going to help them be more efficient, a little more survivable, and get those kills before they get knocked out. So let's start this off at a little higher speed until we make contact. I'm also bringing up my HQ unit, hoping that makes my units more efficient as well, and they can punch a little above their weight. So yeah, we've got a counterattack with 1 to 3 platoons. I'm really missing that air support we had last time, that 5-point gun run. That was really what saved me, I think, just being able to hit that and the cluster bombs so frequently. That bailed us out of some tight spots. All right, so these Bradleys are unloading, and we at least have some more plentiful friendly units helping us this time. They're not the highest quality, but there are more of them, and I'll take that. I did bring this artillery unit. I'm going to be very careful in using it because of how expensive it is in terms of supplies. But we'll see, when we really need to break that out. And I'm going to start moving my units out. I'm going to keep this HQ platoon as the back one. Now I can capture some of these other ones for operational authority. All right, we're going to stop here. And let's hit this with... All right, who are they hitting? Who are they hitting? Let's retreat behind this wood line. No need to get greedy. Wow, we have ATGMs coming in from everywhere. So let's hit this with an artillery strike. All right, this vehicle is getting beat up. I'm going to pull them back before they end up in worse shape. And I'm going to retreat this Abrams, retreat this Abrams. I don't want to lose anyone here. We did succeed in at least knocking them off that hilltop a little bit. Took out a few units. What do we got over here? I can't remember if the T-64 variant they have here has ATGMs or if we're looking at a T-80. Doesn't matter too much because if you look at the last battle, they were both top of the line tanks and they're not too much different from each other. All right, so we're holding Bravo. And I'm going to let my Bradley just keep taking shots at this BMP for now. You know, let's get this Bradley out, or Abrams out of there. All right, they've got artillery coming in. Looks like it's pretty effective. Let's bring up another infantry platoon. We're up to 113 supply, so I'm pretty happy with that. All right, and I can see where this tank is hitting us from. Let's smoke that off. And I'm going to stop my artillery. I don't want to waste shots. Only 35 points here. I'm not going to... Can't call anyone else in yet. But let's go. Let's go get this BMP. And then move, because they're bringing in artillery. Alright, so this is down to just a BMP-2. No infantry left. That won't hold up long. And then let's get more infantry in here to hold this position now that we've taken it. Okay, so we can see some more units coming in now. We've got infantry we can see. Looks like they have found our position with mortars. So I'm calling in artillery on those where I can. And do I have any other recon? No. I'm going to leave those other infantry in place. I'm not going to break them out yet. Alright, they do have another counterattack coming in. Alright, yeah, gotta get that Bradley out while we still have time. I want to hold this until I get it captured. There, we captured it. So let's get one out. Let's see if we can get this next Bradley up. Yeah, let's pull it out. They've got too much fire coming in. I'm not going to risk it. And then our artillery is out of ammo, so I'm going to pull that back. No reason to keep it in there. Now I've got the M2A2 Bradley here. It's got good vision, thermal sight, has an ATGM, TOW 2. So it's a pretty good fighting vehicle just on its own without even considering the infantry. Now their artillery's hitting an empty spot where my artillery was. I'll gladly take that. And I'm kind of curious about trying to take India. So we know there's at least some armored vehicles over there. Can't tell exactly what it is, but they are hitting me with ATGMs. And it looks like we've got to keep moving because they have ATGMs on us and mortars, it looks like. So I've got to keep that in mind. We're up to 293 deployment points. We could burn... I'm less concerned about burning through the deployment points than I am the supply points. But with those units called in, we still have 87 supply left. Decent numbers for where we are right now. And I'm going to try to get just a few more units up in this wood line before I make a move on Foxtrot. So once I get a foothold in Foxtrot, then it should be theoretically easier to take Hotel and Golf. Got 75 points now. Trying to decide mortars or Bradleys. I will almost always take Bradleys. I'm still going to stick with it. I've said it before. I think they're probably the most overpowered units in the game. They're fast. Their ATGMs can take out most vehicles in the game. I think it's probably the best ATGM in the game. I can't remember the exact stats, but it's equal to the best, if not the best. And the 25mm cannon they have has an 1800 meter range and 6 armor piercing. So that's going to be able to take on most of the IFVs in the game as well. We also have the artillery strike we can call in as soon as we find a good target. And we'll keep banking those points so we can use that as a cluster bomb as well if needed. I don't think I have enough units concentrated to make a push. But that 75 points at India is very tempting. All right, so they're firing something at us. It was a very sharp turn by the ATGM. Quite impressive. And they've got mortars coming in, so I think we might as well make a push. They see us. Let's go get them. And I should have, yep. Have another Bradley coming through here. And once we find where they are, I can hit it. There, this is a mortar or something. And this is a BTR 70, just riflemen. Not too much of a concern. I think it's just infantry ATGMs. Alright, so their mortar fire is not very accurate. I think I'm going to keep moving though. Yeah, let's get this into cover. Don't see a good spot to drop smoke. Yeah, this BTR is going down quick. Their infantry are almost all stripped away. Alright, let's just keep the advance up. Got to keep moving. When we're moving, we're harder to hit. We're less accurate as well, but I think closing the distance here will work in our favor. And now we've got the HQ unit in place also. Ooh, let's get this out of the way. We don't want to lose them to ATGMs. And yeah, also want to keep moving to avoid them zeroing in on us with mortars. I'm going to pull these guys back to a tree line. I don't want to get too close. Now they're hitting us with more ATGMs. Don't see anything else going on the rest of the map. So I'm going to cautiously move my Bradleys up and see if there's anything they can spot so we can hit it. Yep. So we will just keep an eye on that. And maybe when I get the points for it, I'll call in my artillery because they are clumped really close together. All right, this BMP-2 shouldn't last long with the just the amount of tanks we have going at it. And what do we have here? BTR 70, so it's not going to have the gun that a BMP-2 has. All right. That mortar fire is relentless. Trying to find a good spot for my Abrams. This one's panicking. So let's pull it back. And we'll just keep slowly wearing down this BTR 70. Can you see it? Yes. All right, so now we've got the Abrams firing at it with the machine gun and the main gun. Just looking at the range here. It's out of, I think it's out of range for the machine gun. Yeah. All right, that's pulling back. So I think, let's see. Don't have, and yes, we do have infantry we can call in. Excellent. All right, didn't see this Bradley getting taken out. I missed that. I need to have perfect micro at this level of difficulty. So let's move up. A smoke screen. I wonder if they're planning to counterattack. But we'll capture India before they do anything. Yep. 3 to 5 platoon counterattack. I can hit whatever this is. There in the open. I'm going to be in cover. I might have to pull back, but I really don't want to. I'm going to drop artillery right there. And hit these T-64s with everything I've got. We've got infantry coming up, but not quick enough. Where are my other tanks? Okay, just wanted to make sure I didn't lose any. And by lose, I meant, like, can't find them, not destroyed. We'll pull those back. They'll live to fight another day. We're still capturing India.
Zone captured.
And this Abrams should still be putting some fire on... Nope, we're gonna move. We're gonna move. Let's see. I need more points. So I'm going to take a risk here and pull out these infantry. It's not too much of a risk. I have some decent forces over here, actually. And let's see what's shooting at my Abrams. Is this just infantry ATGMs? I don't think the BTRs have any. Yeah, I don't think they can really do much to my tanks. Just looking at points, this leaves me with 55 points. I need some more. I don't want to rely on getting more next time. All right, let's bring in this artillery. This is going to be critical for this part of the push. We need Abrams over here. Okay, that infantry's got to pull back. We got hit with mortars, got hit with everything. And we completely lost that Bradley platoon over here. But what I think is that I can rely on the National Guard allied units over here to defend Bravo, at least for the time we have left. And I'm going to make a move on Gulf. So with that, I've got my artillery. I hotkeyed that to 1. And let's see if we can get up a little closer to Gulf and find out what's going on over there. And this looks like a grad, maybe? A cluster. Yeah, it's a cluster MLRS that we're facing. So I'm going to move these 2 platoons up. My Bradley only has 2 infantry left in it. But I think it's good enough to take on whatever this is. All right, it's a BTR-70 with riflemen. Let's make sure we get some hits on it. There we go. And with the autocannon on the Bradley, plus the few infantry I've got, I'm hoping they can start to put a hurt on those infantry pretty quick. All right, so we're in rougher shape than we thought here. Only 210 left, and I've got to take Foxtrot. No options. If I want to have a chance in this phase, I've got to take it. And this is going to be tough to hold out for Juliet. I've got some good vehicles here, but they have just sheer numbers on me. They've got 27 riflemen coming at me. Wonder if I'll have enough to push. Let's bring up a mortar. I don't think it's going to get in there in time for this fight, but it might for the next one. And yeah, I'm not going to hold Juliet. Just don't have enough forces there.
1 minute remaining.
All right, let's get into Foxtrot. All right, we're going to lose India. But I'm saving up points. If I can hold Foxtrot, that'll be huge. And I'll have some more support for the next one.
Zone lost.
I'm going to pull my artillery back just to make the most of the points I have ready at the start next time. BRM-1Ks should not be a challenge. These are BMP-2s, so those will be. But Foxtrot is mine. All right, so the vehicle losses are actually pretty light for both sides there, only 28 losses. We did manage to get 255 victory points, so we need 45 next time to win. And by win, I mean 1 star. My standards are dropping as we move on, but these are just so hard. Holy crap, 4 operational authority. I thought we would have gotten more than that. Oof. Well, we can pick 1 vehicle. Let's get our 1 Bradley with infantry back. So that's going to be a tough spot for this final stage on Objective Omaha. We've got to get 50 more points. We've got to hold probably those 3 is 30. And then 1 of the other 3 objectives to get our 1-star victory. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. It's going to be a challenge with limited forces, but at least we know what the objectives are, and I don't have to try to get greedy. No reason to try to get extra operational authority because it's the last phase. So we will be all out focused on holding those final 4 objectives. Thanks again for watching. Hope you're enjoying this series, enjoying the game as much as I am. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Also, I've got a link in my bio to an affiliate link for Humble Store, great game store. You can support charity and support the channel at the same time. So look for that, and hope you have a good one.